Good morning from Skagway. It's Saturday.
Yes.
We all got to sleep in this morning, which was very nice. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I'm trying not to catch a cold, and I think I'm failing.
She's a little sicky poo.
I'm feeling better today. I started taking cold medicine last night, but we all slept in this morning until 6 a.m. ship time, which is 10 a.m. at home. We've had coffee delivered to the room. We're all ready to go. It's like 10 after 8, and we're headed to the Princess Theater for
Our excursion on the White Pass Railway.
because we have tickets. We're meeting at 8:30 for the White Pass Scenic Railway.
Mom is currently on the hunt for bottles of water just for us to have in case.
She is. Did you win? So they've got us in the Princess Theater, and we're sitting in row 3. We are going to have to board the shuttle bus, so we're not on a tender boat, but we're on a shuttle bus today.
Yeah. There was a rock slide in like 2023 that's still
It was a couple
kinda
years ago.
going on. So to be safe, they're putting us on a shuttle.
Okay, so very important, you need to pass the casino, no gambling, no restroom stop this time, hold it, there will be a restroom on the bus. And very important, you pass guest services, you go at the end of the piazza, do not go down those marble stairs. It's not safe, it's better if you use the other stairs, that's where everybody's going, it's way much better. So just follow the group, follow the snake.
Alright, they are leading us out of the ship.
Take some photos, guys, before we begin. Hi to the camera.
Hello!
Welcome photos. Yay! Welcome to Skagway!
Thank you! So with the cruise ship dock that we are at, we don't have to tender, which is nice, but we do have to take a bus shuttle through the danger zone of the landslide. It's kind of cold, but I'm so excited for this. I've done the train. This will be my 3rd time on the White Pass Yukon Railroad. It's Emma's 1st time. Mom's 2nd time. And I'm so excited. On the shuttle, and the driver is telling us that they've seen a whale already here this morning.
Good morning!
Good morning!
Hello, are we excited?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'll accept it. My very first trip was more of a womp womp womp.
No coffee yet.
Did we all have our coffee? How much bacon did we have for breakfast?
None.
What? You're doing it all wrong.
This is the slide.
I hear all about bacon.
Here.
There's the fence he was talking about.
All right, well, welcome to Skagway. For those of you that have not been here before, I will give you some information so there's no confusion later. You are being shuttled up and down this dock. If you look here on the right, you'll see the reason why. We do have a landslide, and it is still active. And that is why nobody is allowed to walk up and down this dock. Please do not attempt it. You will be tackled, and we will laugh at you. Okay, so I know most of you are riding the train, but I will tell you how to get into town. You want to follow this road. This is Second. Second takes you to Broadway. Broadway is our main street. It is a 5 to 10 minute walk. We did a little experiment, 20 minutes in cartwheels. It's your decision how you get there. If you do not want to walk or do cartwheels, you can always take the shuttle. We do have a shuttle that will take you into town. It's $3 one way, $5 all day. If you look here on the left, you'll see the sign that says Smart, Shuttle to Town. And these black benches, that is where it picks up. I will warn you, when you get into town, you're going to see a lot of jewelry stores, a lot of souvenir shops. Please beware. Some of those are owned by the cruise lines. Ask if it's Alaska owned and your stuff is Alaska made. This is the train. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. You guys are going to have such a great time. They got fresh snow up there. You want to check in with the people with the yellow vest. Those are your train people. They'll check your ticket. They'll tell you what cart you're going to be on. If you are doing an excursion, your excursion pickup is up here where the rocks are, and that is your representative there with the clipboard and the red bag. When you are done, you line up where the ropes are. We will pick you up and take you back to the ship. If anybody needs suggestions on where to shop, where to eat, where to hike, where to day drink, let me know.
Let's go step down this direction here. You are welcome forward. Right down this way.
We're going as far down as we can. I think this is the last car on the train.
inside and seated.
We are on the last part of the train, and the train car is not full, and I think we're getting ready to leave. This is awesome. So over there is the Coral Princess and the Holland America Zondam.
So my name is Jake.
That's how you can walk into Skagway from the cruise ship.
Train ticket agents. Recognize this. So you know what you're going to see if you haven't already.
Here's their headquarters over here. We've been given some safety instructions. We're not to cross between vehicles, train cars. There is a bathroom, and there is a stove that's a real stove that's intended to heat the car. So we just need to be very careful with our step. And when we are outside the city limits, we will be able to use the platforms outside the train car. We cannot cross between train cars.
This is a regular flag stop for the railroad due to the popular hiking trail in this area. In just a few moments, we will pass by a red caboose on the right-hand side. This caboose was once part of White Pass's rolling stock and it was given to the Forest Service to serve as an overnight hiker's cabin. As we pass by that caboose, we will make our first crossing over the Skagway River along the Denver Glacier Bridge. On the left will be a view of this train curving over the bridge, and on the right will be a great view up and into the Denver Valley.
But if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to let me know as you see me walk up and down these cars. Should have found an all aboard magazine on your seat as you boarded today. If you did not or would like an extra one, feel free to let me know as I walk by. Complimentary water in the back of the train car. I'm sure some of you might have already seen that.
And the clearing in the trees giving us a great view of the river valley and all the way back down into Skagway. You should also be able to see some of those cruise ships that we have with us in port today. Now once this viewpoint goes by, be sure to look back over your left-hand shoulder for another view looking up and into the Denver Valley.
When did we go to electric engines? We went to electric engines in the 70s. The 70s, yes, these are electric engines. Here they are. You gotta pull it hard. It's open, you gotta pull it hard. Fair enough.
There's the buses for the people who live one way.
Yeah, so there's the highway over there, and there's a bus on the highway.
Higher elevations. Now directly below the customs building, painted onto the cliff face, are the words "On to Alaska with Buchanan." This is a tribute to George Buchanan, who was a wealthy coal baron from Detroit, Michigan. During the 1920s and 30s, he sponsored underprivileged boys and eventually girls on a transcontinental expedition from Detroit to Alaska. They learned outdoor skills as well as how to conduct themselves with professionalism. And a special part of their trip was actually
Customs
riding our
building.
train.
There's customs.
On to Alaska with Buchanan became their proud slogan, and a reunion group known as the Buchanan Boys painted that slogan onto the rock face in order to commemorate Buchanan's enduring legacy.
Did you have a good time?
Me?
Yeah, did you have a good time?
Really good time.
I enjoyed that. I can't see anything. I thought it was great. A little cold, but really, really pretty. Now we are walking our way into Skagway, the actual city of Skagway. So we are so hungry. So we're gonna check out Skagway Brewing. We've been before. Mom and I have been before. They've got food, good food, and we're all hungry for lunch. There goes another train. We're walking into Skagway now, and I think I'd like to go down this street because I think it's one of these buildings just down here. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. Here it is.
I know it's 4th Street.
There's not a big wad of people standing outside, so that's good news. Let's hope we can get in and get a table without having to wait too long. Alright, we are at Skagway Brewing Company. We did not have to wait for a table.
But we were very lucky.
Yeah, we got very lucky. I think everybody that got off the train with us came here for lunch, and I can't say I blame them. I've been here a couple times, and I've never been disappointed. So Mom ordered the popcorn shrimp, and did you get onion rings?
Yeah, popcorn, shrimp, and onion rings to start with.
Cool, and then we have, let's see, it is brewery. We have a flagship flight on the way. And then you can choose your own, and it's 4 beers, but you can add additional 4-ounce add-ons for $4, which I think is cool. But these are their beers here that they make here. Alright, we've already started on the first flight. The first one is the spruce tip, and I drank it all. It was, well, I'll let Mom have some, but it was really good. Then the second one was the IPA, and it was terrible, so we got rid of it. We've got onion rings, we've got the popcorn shrimp, and then another flight over here. Food is here, and I have the Krabby mac and cheese. Mom and I are going to kind of split. Yeah, there is so much.
You're welcome, rhubarb shandy. We got everything we need over here, guys.
I'm going to have a rhubarb old fashioned.
All right, perfect.
Mom has the Alaskan sandwich. It's Alaskan Greenling, which is supposed to taste like halibut. Emma has a cheeseburger. Emma got a root beer, which is locally made. And then I got the shandy. It's the rhubarb shandy made with the pale ale, rhubarb syrup, and lemonade. So that's lunch. So we are in the gift shop now. Lunch was amazing.
So good.
Hey, these have the Made in Alaska, Made in Skagway. So we're looking at hats. These hats were designed.
Lined.
Oh yeah, and they're super soft. They were designed by an Alaskan, but then these Glacial Knuckles lip balms were made in Skagway. So here's Broadway. Oh look, they have a Christmas store across the street. Oh. So if you saw the video in Juneau where it had the shirt that I think is cursed, I think it's more closer to like this color over here. But how pretty is this? It's got glitter on it. They also have like a mint green. It's really pretty. So Emma saw a t-shirt inside Clothes Rush that she liked. And I think she does something really cool, and I'd like her to tell us about it.
So we are doing something where we do our shopping with our eyes first. And I take pictures of anything that catches my eye, and then I like use my little photo editor to draw on it the name of the store so I can find it later.
I think it's really cool because then you don't buy the first thing you see.
Yeah.
But if you see something in the first store that you really like,
I know where to go back and get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try to take pictures of how much it is, like take pictures of the price tag so I know how much I'm spending.
Yeah.
Because especially, we experienced this yesterday, if you find something at one place and it's one price, it could be a totally different price at a different store.
Yeah, even just down the street, across the street, or, 50 feet away. I think our next stop is going to be not the Wells Fargo, but the post office that's just on the other side of the Wells Fargo. We are now on our way to the Skagway Spirits distillery. Mom and I went in 2023 when we were here on our Alaska cruise in 2023 and loved it. So we have to go back. We have made it to Skagway Spirits distillery. Yay. Yay. You excited?
I am.
Me too. So Mom and I have their drink specials. This is their almond sour.
It's yummy.
It is really yummy. And this is their blueberry lemon drop, and it's glittery. Wait. Can you see? You can kind of see. It's shimmery, and it's even in the sugar. Well, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did.
I like going to local distilleries and local breweries because you know that they were made here. I enjoyed that.
Me too.
Now we're walking back toward like downtown, so we have to go 2 blocks this way and then a couple blocks toward the water. I think we're gonna go back to Clothes Rush because I think Emma found a shirt she liked there.
Yep.
We're gonna shop our way back toward the ship. I think Mom and I may stop at, is it Klondike Brewing? Yeah. We may stop there, so because there's one more brewery in town, and then maybe a couple more t-shirt shops, just to see, because I haven't found anything yet. This over here on the right is the Red Onion Saloon. If you know anything of Skagway's history, you know it used to be a brothel, now it's a museum, but we're headed to the Klondike Brewing Company, just down here. The last time Mom and I were here, it was cold and rainy. Today, it's beautiful. This is the best weather we've had since we left Seattle. We've come out to the patio because they have these really, really comfy Adirondack benches. Chichaco Mountain Brew Pilsner. Devil's Punch Bowl. Trail Coffee Blonde Stout. Oh, and they do flights. Awesome.
We got a flight the last time.
Act like your mother taught you. No smoking, no religion, no politicking. Well, just like last time, that was a really, really wonderful experience. I enjoyed it, and I think Mom did too, and Emma even had pizza that I think she enjoyed. So next, we're gonna head past the Red Onion Saloon to the train shop, the train gift shop. And if I don't find anything there, I'm gonna go back to Clothes Rush. And I'm gonna get the same t-shirt that Mom got.
I just love the gold glitter on it.
It is so pretty.
Uh-huh.
Mom and Emma went back to the ship. I did a little shopping. I found a sweatshirt that I like. So I'm headed back to the ship now. What a beautiful day in Skagway. So wonderful here, and it smells so good. Over here is the Holland America Zondam, the Coral Princess, and the Grand Princess is up here. So it doesn't look like anybody had to tender today, which is nice. I think this is Papagena Piazza, and oh my goodness, is it crowded. So for dinner tonight, we're hanging out in the room. And we ordered room service.
We got a whole bunch of
Oh
stuff.
my goodness. I don't even know what all this stuff is because Mom ordered it. You'll have to walk us through it, Mom. What's that?
I think that's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
With french fries?
Yeah.
Weird, but okay. That looks like a club sandwich.
Yep, double decker.
With chips. Ooh. And then, what's that?
Chicken fingers. They're like, ooh, really lightly breaded. And then
a singular martini glass. What did you order?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
this is really wet. Then this is Irish coffee.
That's a latte.
Okay, and this is something else. And whiskey?
Yeah. And a Sprite. And
A Sprite.
so we actually got back on the ship like, what, close to 5? It's now 7:49 p.m. We went to the Wheelhouse Bar and we had some martinis, and then I went to Crooner's and I had an espresso martini at the bar. And then like we came back to the room and we've just kind of been watching the Love Boat, hanging out. I'm gonna eat some bacon.
Emma thought that she would have enough energy to go to Alfredo's tonight for dinner. Emma was wrong. Emma was crashing hard at Wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So
Emma was tired because like today was a big day. We did the train. We walked around town quite a bit. You know, we had
4 miles.
We had a big day.
4+ miles.
So we're just gonna kind of take it easy. Tomorrow is Icy Strait Point, which is a brand new port for us, for all of us, because I've not been. So tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is Icy Strait Point. Tomorrow is also Mother's Day. They have some special cocktails for Mother's Day. I don't know if they're available the whole cruise, but anyway, tomorrow's Sunday. So we have Icy Strait Point tomorrow, and then Monday is a scenic cruising day. Monday is Hubbard Glacier. Tuesday is Seward, and then Wednesday is College Fjord, and then we have a sea day. So we have been like kind of go.
Busy.
We got on embarkation day. I'll always say this: first day, worst day. It is a lot of work to get on the ship, unpack your suitcase, learn a new ship, figure out like all of the stuff that's going on the ship, like where everything is, what you need, you know, like what's happening. Then we had a sea day, but I worked. And then we've had port. Tomorrow's going to be another port. So it's just been a lot, very busy. I'm looking forward to some relaxing time.
Some downtime.
Yeah. So, yeah, with 2 scenic cruising days coming up next week and a sea day, so no College Fjord or Hubbard Glacier, it's just going to be really nice to kind of like let the pace slow down a little bit. I'm looking forward to that. We got a customs form for Victoria, Canada today, which is weird because we're not there for another week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. So, but it says, you know, we've got to fill it out, but we're not supposed to sign it until the day of like visitation. So we have the form, we just kind of have to hang on to it. I think it's weird because like we could buy anything in any of the rest of these ports that we're going to go to in Alaska before we get to Victoria. Whatever. Anyway.
Because if you buy certain, like, alcohol, they confiscate it when you get on board.
Yes. So,
and then you check out with it.
Right. So we went to the distillery today, and we purchased a bottle of gin at the Skagway Spirits today and brought it back to the ship. And they collect liquor that you buy in the ports, and they will hold it for you, and then they return it to you on the last night so you can pack it in your suitcase so you don't have to worry about taking it back off the ship. So we're going to finish our room service tray, we're going to go to bed, and when we wake up tomorrow, it's going to be Icy Strait Point / Hoona, and you guys will get to see that tomorrow. So we're going to say goodnight. Good night!